Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby. With Watson's electrifying challenge behind us, it's time to head north and see what other Pokemon-related shenanigans we can get ourselves into.
Gosh, do you think it'll be another gym battle down the line? I just personally can't wait to see what happens.
I'm just going to throw it out there may be upwards of 4 to 5 more.
Dude, spoiler alert!
You remember these guys? The Winstrate family? It's basically a Gauntlet Pokemon battles.
I actually do remember these guys. I fought them when I originally played, and I won, of course, because they're easy. But yeah, I do remember them.
Starting off with a Tailo, huh?
Well, I guess when you're a family of 4, you can't afford the more expensive Pokemon, so you have to make do with the discount one. Not the name brand, but you know, you make do with what you got.
Enjoy the Flame Charge, after this Quick Attack, of course.
I wonder how he finds the time for the family to train their Pokemon. You know, they've got responsibilities, school, work, being old. I know that's a huge problem I'm going to have to deal with soon, so...
I was very nearly going to mock you for the concept of school in Pokemon, but there is a trainer's school back in Rustboro, so...
Well, I mean, there's a trainer school, like, do you think it's like... Some parents are like, you know, I don't want to send my kid out in the wild, so instead we're going to make him learn about this for 12 years, but not actually do anything relevant to the subject?
You could be learning about your taxes, but instead Pidgey evolves at level so-and-so.
Wow, it's just like real life when you think about it. Just smack it across the face. This is what I catch you for fucking eating during a fight.
Don't do that.
That's the only way you gotta teach it manners sometimes. You know, if it won't respond to asking, you have to resort to more desperate measures to discipline your Pokemon.
And thus the father, losing against like a 10-year-old, spiraled down into depression once more.
But let's make fun of him for that, even though he can't devote his time to training like we can.
I'm going to be more arms.
So, yeah, I don't really see the point of doing the atomic explosion evolution when another bedlam just comes along and goes, hey, you want to work together? Alright! I forgot how stumpy his torso looked, and he looks kinda so happy, which is weird.
The lack of a mouth kind of throws me off, because I'm used to Metagross's mouth.
I wonder what the meat inside a Metang looks like, then.
You don't want to know. Be thankful it's a steel type, so it's hard to get in there.
That's true, but I guess when you crack it like a nut, you can get to all the sweet juices inside.
Oh, look at Mr. I want to learn more than one move and just prolong the evolution music.
He buys a lot of moves on Amazon so he can learn ahead from the rest of the pack.
Speaking of head, I prefer Iron Head to Metal Claw, so...
That's too bad, because Metal Claw just sounds more badass.
I'm gonna be honest, lady, your husband's team wasn't the most elite 4 of any trainer I've come across.
I wonder if they were doing something in the middle of this, and like how often do these people have to get interrupted? Honey, come here, I got beat in the Pokemon battle, I'm doing the laundry, can it wait?
Like cooking dinner and whatnot, and they go back in and it's completely burned.
Oh, well, good. Well, I'm sure they have somebody else to watch it, but I imagine that must be a very annoying lifestyle. I know it pissed me off after a while, I hate being interrupted. Tom.
What?
I'm just messing with you.
Ah, the pain.
Still gotta wonder what it drains out of Pokemon to heal itself. That's not juice, is it? Is it?
Yes, life energy.
Yeah, let's go with the generic life energy as opposed to the more disgusting but probably correct organic explanation.
Goodbye, Roselia. Your only defining trait is that you were used by Drew in the anime.
And that you have no hands. You know, it's kind of sad now. Okay, well, it's not sad, but it's weird. Okay, maybe it's both. That my sister's husband is Drew, and I'm always connecting him with that character in the anime. Even though Drew, like the real Drew, he actually does play Pokemon, and he plays Smash, and he's pretty good at Rob, admittedly, so it kind of matches up when you think about it.
This is a bizarre mismatch of Pokemon and life, and I'm not sure how much I care for it.
Like, I'm just gonna have to have you back off on the whole anecdotes, and let's just stick straight to Pokemon, alright?
My, I got completely fucking owned. Dear, come trounce this fool.
Timmy! What? Come here and battle! I don't wanna!
So if they're getting progressively stronger, the wife is stronger than the husband, the daughter is stronger than the mother. I guess the grandparent figure will be the strongest member of the family.
And then when you beat the grandparent and it turns out the dog comes down, he's actually the most powerful trainer of them all.
That's like a Persona 4 level of just like a bait and switch.
That's true. Well, I don't know, if animals can get personas or stands, I suppose an animal being a Pokemon trainer would work too. So I like how Goldeen almost got dressed for this fight.
We came prepared. Pika!
I wonder if Pikachu has like a suit it can wear. Like, you know, if you go to a fancy dress party, do you have to dress up your Pokemon, or can they just go commando? Is it okay?
Formal wear Pikachu.
Well, I mean, clearly they're making clothes for Pokemon. I'm gonna assume there's like a nice one-piece suit for Gyarados out there, because, I mean, sure, he's a godless abomination, but at least he's gonna look presentable, you know? He cleans up nice for a water type.
Well, you could get scarves for your Pokemon. I just want a little bow tie for Gyarados.
Well, if we're gonna give Gyarados a scarf, we might as well give him his fedora now, because otherwise he's gonna look like a dork.
Get wrecked.
By the way, that was a Nummel. I don't know if you guys were following it, I sure weren't.
Oh, I think it's pronounced Numel, but Num-L works pretty well now.
Oh, great. So is that like a English pronunciation, like you call elevators lifts over there? I believe it's called Numel.
Oh, just put it on the back of the lorry and send it to the Pokemon graveyard.
Here comes more of that worthless Shroomish. Like, look, even its expression doesn't look like anybody tried with that thing. Just draw some fucking lines. There, we're done. Okay, well, to be fair, drawings tend to be a bunch of lines, but the lines need purpose, is what I'm saying.
And they need conviction.
Exactly. Who is blowing, like, the leaves around, like, all the time? Is it that windy outside, like, all the time?
I would think God is blowing them around. Arceus.
Does Arceus control the weather? Well, I guess he does. No. They have, like, weather Pokemon, don't they?
Yeah, in this very game.
There you go. No, and in other games, too, like God, like, weather Pokemon. Fuck it, I don't know. Go look at your Bible, alright?
Nice that we learned Aerial Ace for Twitchy. Pretty good move.
Now go get your brother.
Oh, we've got another Whitney-type situation on our hands.
Ah, what a loser. Yeah, Whitney was like, that wasn't cool after all the shit she pulled with Miltank, and then suddenly she's gotta get offended that she lost. Fuck you, lady.
I'm going to beat the crap out of you.
Well, Grandma, you sure about that, man?
Oh, Grandma, what big muscles your Pokemon has.
Oh! What do you think about, Meditite and Medicham? I believe they debuted it in this generation, didn't they? Okay, well, I kind of like Medicham more, but for some reason Medicham has those really huge thighs. Like, that thing looks ill. You know what I'm saying? Well,
that could have gone a completely different direction. It's got huge thighs. It makes it look ill.
And a great ass!
You got your head all the way up it. But no, I like Medicham. I basically used... I think it was him and his Mega Evo to Ice Punch the crap out of the Dragon Elite Four member in X and Y.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. Did you put that on video? I think I remembered that.
I think it was during the Mega Pokemon Showcase. I'm not sure if he was like part of our team.
Yeah, I don't think he was part of the team, but you did show him off, obviously, during the Mega Evolution Showcase, so okay.
I'm going to try and do another showcase like during our post-game content, but don't quote me on that. It may or may not happen.
I kind of wish Metang had a point on like the top or bottom of it, so it could spin around like a top and do like a spinning arm attack, because that would actually be really cool.
Behold, I am a Dreidel.
The most powerful trainer only has one Pokemon. Alright? That's strategy right there.
You completely fucking pwned. Come, have some tea.
I mean, they're basically obligated to feed us now, right? I mean, that's the rules, I hope. Can I get something to eat?
You can drink out of this winner's cup over here.
Oh, but pay attention to what they're saying here. They actually do have a son. And it's not the joke son I was coming out with earlier. No. They actually have a son in this game who is even stronger than them all. And you all probably know who that is, but just for the sake of argument, I'm not going to spoil it just yet.
It's an actual trainer, and you can fight him. He's not like a gym leader or anything.
No, he's not this imaginary trainer I just made up that lives in my mind. No, this is a real guy.
You know, for some reason, like, during the one or two takes it took me to get this footage, they didn't destroy me or anything, I just wasn't happy with later parts of the episode. I kept thinking Steven was their son for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why. It was just like, they're talking about a stronger trainer, it's like, must default to strongest trainer in game.
Alright, so what's next, besides the gym battle that you so tactfully spoiled earlier?
Just keep heading north, I guess. Team Magma was talking about a place called Mount Chimney.
That's true. I guess we have to stop those guys or something. I don't fucking know. I don't see why you're not using that bike you just got, though, to go through this game. Because you might as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. I tend not to use the bike for the most part.
Yeah, like, you know, after a while, once we got, like, the running shoes, we started getting the running shoes in the Pokemon games, I never really saw an excuse to bring out the bike either. Because the running shoes are still decently fast, but you have better control. The bike feels a bit more slippery, you know, for being on a grid, but still.
Actually, you bring up a good point. I don't think we've mentioned this yet. You can basically move in any direction, like, on fields and whatnot. Like, compare trying to do a figure eight here with, the circle pad to X and Y, and it will feel a lot smoother. I think it's back to, like, grid-based inside buildings, but don't quote me on that. I just prefer to use the D-pad and, like, combine that with the running shoes, because I can just control it better. And also, I don't want to accidentally go into a sneaking animation, because that looks very awkward.
Just sneaking past a trainer, don't look at me.
This is our big shot, Helldragon, smile.
Oh god, no, this is gonna be on Fox News, isn't it?
Yeah, the Fennekin News Network.
How do you feel about the economy? Whoa, these are not the right questions I should be asked.
I like how they got a Magnemite for electronics and a Whimsir for sound checks.
Oh, I just got that too, yeah, I like that. That's actually kind of clever. But we'll have to kill them both and cut the signal, so to speak.
Oh, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2, can't hear anything.
Well, maybe they should have synced up with us when we started doing the commentary. So, when his Magnemite evolves into Magneton, do they have to get the Magnemites from other, you know, cameramen to help it out? I really want to serve food on Lombrae's hat. Don't ask me why, but it looks like the perfect dish. Like, you could entertain so well with that Pokemon, I just realized.
Well, as long as it's not a platter of Mexican food, you gigantic racist.
I never said it would be that. Although with Ludicolo, you're practically obligated to at that point. At least it could dance, though. That's good.
I love how one of Mexi's favourite Pokemon is Ludicolo. It makes me cringe every time he says it. Because it's the equivalent of my favourite Pokemon being like a really... What's the word I'm looking for here? British Pokemon with a top hat, bad teeth and everything.
It's like calling my favorite Pokemon Braviary. Come on.
We're all just a bunch of stereotypes here at HFC.
We travel around everywhere, not getting paid nearly as much as we should, thanks to the economy.
We get paid by the Pokemile.
Now, I actually love this. Now, obviously, you know, back when they were doing this in the original version, you could only select phrases, you know, from a list. But here you can write whatever the fuck you want.
This battle was...
It was alright. Although, you need to go through this game fighting them, and every time you have to say a different sound that JonTron makes, like, ack, just to have them say it on national TV, because that would be hilarious.
Alright, that's enough Pokemon battles for now. Let's sneak past this Pitnica here.
Yeah, why do Pokemon battling in a game about Pokemon? That's weird. You need a friend? Because I just realized a lot of these are just kind of standing around looking lost.
I was out getting one of my badges for, like, building a tent or something.
Then I got in a bag, and I got out of the bag, and now I don't even know where I am. Oh man, though, like, Sandshrew and Sandslash, like, they really helped me out back when I was playing a Pokemon trading card game. Like, the second one, you know, that one that I streamed, and you put that on the channel. Like, those cards were actually really helpful. Okay, you're not going to win the contest for the non-silliest looking Pokemon, but, you know, whatever gets the job done, I guess.
The important part is you tried.
And you failed, but you tried. The important thing is to move past failure. Unfortunately, since you're a Shandshrew, that's going to be very difficult.
Okay, moving on.
Oh boy, we sure are walking everywhere. Oh, I wish I had a bike.
No dice.
That backpacker could use a bike. Why don't you just give it to him?
Shut up, Helldragon. Hello, May.
Hi, May. What are you doing? Well, I guess that's a bit on the nose. It's a volcano. Call it a chimney, I guess?
Yeah.
It's like calling a volcano like Mount Furnace or Mount Oven or something like that.
Like the South Pole is just big iceberg.
You know, May, since you're not with your father anymore, you could do anything you want. You can go in a cable car. You can even eat ice cream for lunch. You can do that. It's great.
You can ride a bike, and you can ride a bike, but not me.
Are you saying I need to work out, May? Because I've been working on it. I've been doing my yoga, but, For some reason.
They just love that. You get a HM, and you can't use it yet outside of battle.
Like, what does the fucking HM do? Is it coin activated? Do you have to put the badge in there and take it out real fast? Is it like a swipe system? How does it work?
I still think they should turn HMs into, proper items, like surf could be a surfboard or something.
Well, it's 2015, so it's gotta be a hoverboard now. We're all obligated to make that remark.
Yeah, I'm sitting here just looking like one of the tools out of Back to the Future.
Although, I do agree with you, nobody still really likes using HMs on their Pokemon, and besides, if you added items and maybe made them more, action-based, that would actually kind of add a cool Zelda element or Metroid style. You can gradually open up the world as you get more and more of these items. I think that would be really fun, actually.
I think you should have, you have your standard 4 moves, and then maybe, a 5th slot specifically for HMs and whatnot, because let's face it, if you're giving your Pokemon a HM, 9 times out of 10 it's probably going to be a HM slave, so the other moves won't really be affected by you having one more, and it might actually, shake things up in the metagame.
That's true, but then again, a lot of HM moves are really not that great. We all don't like Flash, because it doesn't fucking do anything that much in battle, so I don't know.
Flash isn't a HM anymore, mate, I'm pretty sure.
Well, when it used to be, you know what I'm saying. Back in the day when Flash was employed, and now it doesn't have to sit around TV all day, waiting for its call to get back into a Pokemon game.
No, now it just, does collabs with Arrow and whatnot.
Wow, that's terrible. I feel bad. That Zubat, that animation is not... Okay, good. Because for a minute there, I thought that was the actual animation, but it turns out that's the frame rate, so...
The frame rate has improved over X and Y, I'll give the game that. It's not perfect, but it is better.
Well, I mean, it's doing the best it can for being a handheld 3D gaming system, so you know what, okay. And now to leave you for the wolves.
Oh no, is this the end of Larry?
Same bat time, same bat channel. You're just messing around with that girl. I don't even know what you were doing there.
I was trying to sneak past.
You should have used your little circle pad for that then.
Maybe if I used the bike I could have gotten past quick enough.
Although it's weird though, when you're trying to ride past people on the bike and they see you, you'll just stop dead in your tracks. You could theoretically just keep on going, but nope! They got a question. Oh, Gulpin, I remember your evolution. We had such fun together in the last game.
Ah, yes, with your incredibly high special defense, you piece of shit.
And the crappy moves and the lame design. Nobody was thinking when they made a Gulpin. They just took a bunch of circles, stapled it together, and called it a Pokemon. Look, he's made of circles.
He's got permanent duck face, which is really off-putting.
That's true. How does that thing even pass the design phase? Is he a filler? We're at 149 new Pokemon. We need one last one. That one.
It's like when you create a new generation of Pokemon, you've got to have the starter line, so that's 9, fresh off the bat. You've got to have the region's bird and its evolutions. You've got to have, the pseudo-legendary line, say, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, etc. Legendaries, of course, goes without saying. And then there's that one Pokemon that is just basically quirky.
Yeah, I guess really the best way you can determine the strength of a, generation is to see how much the filler is bad compared to all the other stuff they spent more time designing, so... God, it must be hot out there wearing that. Having to stand ramrod straight like that. They must be pretty uncomfortable, especially in the hoods.
Well, that's what they get for being a team dedicated to creating landmass and whatnot in a tropical region.
Yeah, that's true. I guess they're not exactly going to win any points on fashion when you think about it.
Welcome to Fiery Path. Until we can actually use strength outside of battles, this place is just one long corridor.
Good thing they have conspicuous blocks to tell you where you can use strength.
Uh-huh. It's not like the pebbles of yesteryear, no, it's just a big old grey block.
Did we just go through time? Oh no, it's a Numel. Numel. Now you got me saying it.
Numel.
Numel. Numel. It's like the fucking turtle man from Master of Disguise. Turtle. Numel. Numel.
It's the end of the park, can you tell?
We're almost done.
I haven't really been catching Pokemon much throughout this incredible Hoenn-based journey. Like, I'm up to, I think, part 19, and Numel is going to be the last one I catch for a while.
Yeah, well, but you said, you didn't want to catch a lot of new Pokemon. You just kind of want to go with your team for this case, because it was a remake and not like a new generation, so to speak.
Yeah, next I kind of wanted to show off stuff like Horlucha and, the new fairy types and whatnot. Here, everyone's kind of already played Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, so there's not really much point.
Welcome to the team, the new intern.
I kind of want a Camperupt down the line, and I'm going to need one anyway if I'm going to show off its Mega Evolution, so thought I might as well catch a new Mel now.
That's true, because there's really no other reason to get a new Mel with Camerupt, which isn't even that great.
You realise you just sparked a 50-comment wide
I
thread
did,
down.
and I don't even give a fuck.
He's so angry and bitter nowadays.
Well, let's go with the predictable one and call it a part.
Hell yeah. It's my mini little volcano. All these terrible puns and more next time on Pokemon Omega Ruby. Bye bye for now.